What is poppin', y'all? My name is Will. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. And if you're seeing this, you should stick around. I should stick around. Interesting. Maybe that's how you're feeling. Maybe you feel like you should stay somewhere that you're planning on leaving, or that you feel more drawn towards leaving. I have a message for you, by the way. Today I got burnt on the only day of the year that I think I could have gotten any color so far. So I feel like feeling burned could be significant, like something did you dirty. You've been burned by something or someone, which is interesting because all day long I have been singing Pretty Pink and Soft by the Army of the Navy, specifically the chorus. I don't like second chances, they're so out of fashion. But you look good when you're dancing and nobody's paying attention. Is there a way to be on the same page? Well, moving in different directions. Wow, the Two of Swords coming out on my thigh. Well, you can read my mind, but baby, I like to keep you guessing. Someone could like to keep you guessing. They don't like to be clear with you. There's some sort of like fork in the road that you've reached where you're like, well, it's either A or B. I either say yes or no. You know, I either move forward or I stay here. With the Emperor reverse, this has to do with an area where you may be limiting yourself or preventing yourself from excelling and transforming and really upgrading in your life. Aries energy is significant. It feels significant to this Aries season, like it feels urgent. I had two cards fall out. The Page of Cups with the Five of Cups. Yeah, your lack of whimsy is gonna leave you in sorrow and loss. If you refuse to allow yourself to upgrade, if you continue to see the world in this negative light, you're gonna miss out and you're gonna feel like you're living a life of loss because you're choosing negativity. Aries placements, and I feel like I instantly got resistance from me saying that. Like someone just like got so upset that I said that you're choosing negativity. How you react to situations is your choice. I'm sorry if that's a tough pill to swallow, but yes, there are instances where somebody is going to upset you, mistreat you, and you know, you feeling bad about that does not mean that you deserve to feel these ways or that, you know, anything like that. But it is your choice on whether or not you're going to allow that behavior. It is your choice on whether or not you're going to continue to let people in your circles that make you feel a certain type of way. It is also up to you on whether or not you're going to take it some type of way. Because sometimes you have all the love in the world for someone, but you're different. And you have to see, hey, you know, I know they didn't mean it maliciously. I took it bad, but is that something I need to fix or they need to fix? Because growth is a two-way street, and relationships are a two-way street. And if something feels like there's a miscommunication there, it's up to you whether or not you're going to work on it or if you are going to move on from it. With the Nine of Cups, I do see you choosing your own happiness. 333. I do see you choosing, okay, well, I'm not gonna choose to be miserable any longer. Good. Snap out of it, because it is a choice. If there's something that's making you miserable, what is it and how can you change that? The Lover's reverse. This is about loving yourself enough to make the changes that are gonna make you happier. This is about taking care of yourself and loving on yourself so that you can attract what's truly meant for you. With the Four of Pentacles blocked, yeah, your limitations are what you make them. If you say, you know, I have this stable job and I don't love it, but it keeps the bills paid and that's all I need, then yeah, you can be limited to a stable job that keeps the bills paid even though it's not your favorite thing. Or you can say, hey, I live this life once. I see people doing my dream career. What's to say I can't live that dream career? What's to say I can't be in that dream relationship? What's to say I can't be in that dream space? It's my life to live. If they're doing it, I can do it. Opportunity is abundant. Your limits are limitless. There is no limit to you. And I feel like this is the choice you're making to see it that way. But it is a choice you're still actively in the process of embodying. Gemini placements are significant. This might be something that you've been struggling to make up your mind on because you've gone back and forth between feeling so confident and so opportunity abundant from feeling so limited and so stuck. And this is overall going to be a journey in balancing your divine feminine and masculine and experiencing them at their fullest. But at this time, it's important to focus on the fact that you can. Point blank period. If you want to, you can. If he wanted to, he would. If they wanted to, they would. If she wanted to, she would. I have a card flipped. The 9 of Wands, and it's so interesting. Yeah, I'm right on the nose. It's so interesting because as I was going to pull this, the song popped back in my head. I don't like second chances. Yeah, there's someone who wants a second chance that you have your guard up towards, I feel. Or at least this is going to be happening 555. There's this energy of you feeling very defensive of your goals, your passions, feeling like you need to hide certain parts of you. But at this time, Divine wants you to be open about the risks you're taking, about the plans you've made to see how you can make your dreams your reality. Because that's what I feel like you're on the journey of. And I think there's this fear to explain that and expand upon that in social groups and social areas, because you're scared of projections, you're scared of any evil eye or negative energy on your hopes and your dreams. But to be honest, it is your divine purpose, your aligned purpose, to prove them wrong and to prove yourself right. It is your divine purpose to tell people, yeah, I have these crazy dreams, and then you go get them and you go achieve them, and they knew you way back when, and they're like, wow, they did it and I can too. That is part of your purpose, is to encourage people in that way. They did it and I can too. Not because you make it look easy, which you do, but because even with the cards to life that you've been handed, is what I'm hearing, you are able to prosper. I'm hearing perspire. You may be someone who works really hard, or like your job gets you really like sweaty. With the 7 of Wands, yeah, this is gonna take courage. This is going to be a challenge, but this is not without reward. This is not without your passions being fulfilled and followed and expanded upon. The Fool. Now is the time, baby. Let go and let God and dive into new experiences. That's like so much confirmation. A bird just flew up to me, so that could be significant. I've had birds get really close to me lately. I feel like your angels, your divine guides are really close to you at this time, and they are allowing you to use your creative centers and your heart center to start new beginnings and experience new things. I'm hearing, ooh, I'm about to dive in. Oh, yeah. That's not my best version of that, but that's okay. I feel like you are no longer afraid of how you show up in the world. Showing up imperfect is no longer an issue to you, and good, because many will call you the fool until they see how you fly, how you prosper on this journey. But just know the fool's journey is not one without reward. You are meant to be in Divine's hand at this time, trusting. Your faith is going to bring you further. And I feel like that's the main message of this. Your faith is going to bring you further. When the bad news arises, when the rejections happen, they are divinely guided. Rejection is protection for you. The Moon reversed. There are things that you are going to intuitively know when you're rejected. It's like, yes, there is no obvious reason why at this moment, but intuitively you know that your rejections are protections. You can tell, yeah, I'll probably see why that didn't work out later. And you will. You're correct. Cancer and Pisces placements are significant, as well as Aquarius. And once again, Aries is so heavy. Scorpio as well. This is all about revelation. This is about enlightenment. You are going to see things in a brand new way, in a brand new perspective. You are a brand new you. You've never lived as yourself at this time in your life before. Stop chasing past versions of yourself is what I'm hearing. Be you today. because you are the best version of yourself, and you will continue to become the best version of yourself as long as you stay present in the moment and you continue to work on your enlightenment and listening to your revelations and trusting in the divine guidance that this life leads you towards. I'm hearing one more card, the Knight of Wands. This is all about moving forward, and maybe in a way that people view as reckless. What I think is really interesting about the channeled song, Pretty Pink and Soft, is like the person is talking about how they don't want to give you a second chance because why should they have to? It's less of a romantic story to tell people, yeah, we broke up and then we got back together. Like all these things of like, why it should have just worked the first time. You want me to be a certain way, but I still want you and you still want me, but things aren't really changing. And it's just this energy of like, no one cares that I'm here and I am so attracted to you, and you know, like I really shouldn't be giving you the second chance, but like, oh gosh, I want to, you know. And I feel like the energy is very reckless. The energy is very like, and that song has like such an energy building that is up and down and chaotic, and that is so Knight of Wands energy. Like the Knight of Wands is really about rushing in, excited for new endeavors and maybe finding new lovers and new relationships and new friends. And you know, some people might get hurt when you're entering this new energy because not everyone is meant for you and not every opportunity is meant for you, and there is some rejection along the way. It's not perfect, but it is passionate and it is driven, and you are moving towards what lights you up. And that's the important part. That's what your life is meant to be right now. So embrace that. Embrace the, I don't like second chances. They're so out of fashion. But you look good when you're dancing and nobody's paying attention. Is there a way to be on the same page? Well, moving in different directions. That feels really significant too. Like, you know, people will see you on this fool's journey doing what they think is foolish, you following your faith, and you know, we're gonna be moving in very different directions. But that doesn't mean we can't connect. That doesn't mean we can't have fun. You are meant to be connecting at this time with people. You are meant to be having fun. You are meant to be expanding on your journey. So I'm hearing around like the wind bullseye. Like, for some of you, this is runnings. For some of you, you need to run out of somewhere. But what you are doing is embracing what lights you up, what is meant for you at a soul level, and you cannot go wrong at this time. It is all a part of the plan. I love you, and I hope this was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.